my fucking iPhone hotspot because my fucking internet in my house sucks. But welcome, Mike Lynch in the barbecue pit. We're here to talk about PFL today. We're going to cover the PFL in 2 days on Thursday. The lightweights and the featherweights. Give me a second. I'm going to pull it up on my computer. The rundown. We're going to give you a couple fighters to watch. Fights to watch. Just got some good stuff coming up. UFC's taking a week off. Or is it 2 weeks? I think they're taking 2 weeks off. That I could check for you right offhand. Because I have that UFC shit. Next one's on the 1st. The 1st is... Okay, so they took a week off. Not bad. Chris Wade, obviously, keep your eye out for Chris Wade, Long Island Zone, fighting in Nassau Coliseum on Thursday. Expect big things from Chris Wade. He could have went very far in the last tournament, but unfortunately he lost that decision. I think that was a bullshit decision, but Chris Wade should be going pretty deep into this season here. Let's see. I think I have it pulled up now. Still, even with my hotspot, the thing's like fucking creeping along. There we go. I think they're calling this main event Lance Palmer versus Alex Gilpin. Palmer obviously won the thing last year. Chris Wade, Nate Andrews, Andre Harrison, Peter Pettis. I don't know. Ramsey Nahim and Hanis Torres, Ahmed Aliv, and Carlos Silva, Alejandro Almeida, and Luis Lorento, Islam Mamedov, and Liz Dejorin, Rashid Magomedov versus Raksagabov, Nathan Shirlett, and Bayo Yimjang. Damn, they're going to kill me when I get there with these pronouncing names. Jeremy Kennedy, Alejandro Bereza, Damon Jackson. Sorry, bud. Dude is fighting Damon Jackson. I can't. Hopefully I see you on Thursday and I can talk to you about your name and you can pronounce your name for me, but I'm not even, first and last, not even going to try it. Steven Silver and Gadahazi. I'm not going to try your last name either. So the last two guys, the first opening fights of the night, I won't be able to pronounce their name. Strangled umbilical hernia include fever, constipation, severe abdominal pain, tenderness, nausea, vomiting, bloating, lump in the abdomen. Chris Wade. All right, let's look into Chris Wade first. I can't. This is 11:30 at night. That'd be insane if that's really what we're gonna go with. Chris Wade, my man's don't got a wiki, Chris. Oh, my man's got a wiki. Word. Long Island, New York fighter. That decision that he lost was the guy who won the tournament, Nathan Shalout. Couple wins in there. He lost to Shrew to start that tournament, the first fight of that tournament, in the by a decision, and then also lost a split decision later. Oh my God. He lost to Islam Makhachev, Rustin Khabilov, but he also had a really deep run in the UFC. He beat Frankie Perez in Ring of Combat right before he got into the UFC. As soon as he got into the UFC, he went on a 1, 2, 3, 4 fight win streak. One of those being against Christos Giagos. He also beat Frankie Perez again in the UFC as his last fight in the UFC. He ended the UFC in a 5-2. I don't know. Maybe he just lost he left because of contract disputes. Maybe. 5 submissions, 9 decisions is his win. 0 knockouts, 0 knockout losses, 5 decision losses is all of the losses he has, is all by decision. He'll be fighting Nate Andrews. And I'm, of course, going to go with Chris Wade, the Long Island guy, there just because you have to. DREWS MMA. Nate Andrews. I don't think he fought in last year's PFL, if I'm not mistaken. He did not. He currently fights in CES, or he did fight in CES for the past, his whole career since he first started his pro MMA career. He fought in CES. Let's see, 1 loss. Is that his record? 1 loss. 15-1. Nate Andrews is pretty beast. Let's see. Dating back to his last loss, he has a knockout with elbows, punches, knockout with punches, rear naked choke, guillotine choke, triangle choke, rear naked choke, triangle choke, guillotine choke. So there will be no decision if Nate Andrews has anything to say about it in that case. But IMO, he will not have anything to say about it. And Chris Wade will be getting his hand raised there, I believe. Steven Silver. Ooh, this is good. Lance Palmer, when he won last year, beat Steven Silver, who thinks he has a very good chance of winning this year. Andre Harrison, Max Koga, no clue. He also beat Steven Silver in one of the opening ones, 2017. Lost to Andre Harrison before he regained that win back in World Series of Fighting. He fought Alejandro Almeida, who's also fighting in this tournament twice. One, he lost to unanimous. The second one, he lost to majority. He beat Rick Glenn. He beat the right legs of Rick Glenn by submission, rear naked choke. Let's see. What else we got? So I think he's got a good chance in his fight too. He gets all his losses back. Let's say this. My mind's somewhere else right now, guys. I'm sorry. My daughter, actually, we just took her to the hospital again. I know you guys heard that she had surgery a month ago, but now she has like a little ring around her belly button. So we're a little concerned about that. The only loss this guy, Alex Gilpin, has that Lance Palmer is going to be fighting is to Dan Morat, who is going to be fighting Jared Gordon in the UFC coming up. 12-1 he is. Excuse me. His last win coming against J.R. Codigan on Contender Series 2018. Before they fought in ABC, Chosen Few, RFA. A couple weird promotions, but fought in Dana White's Contender Series also. That's something to say there. Andre Harrison, although he has that loss to Lance Palmer, has a pretty 1998. This guy's younger than me, or 1988. Oh shit, I was about to say. He lost to Lance Palmer, of course. Before that, he was 20-0 as an MMA. All right, this guy's 20-0. He had beat Lance Palmer already in World Series of Fighting in March of 2017. Wins every fight in this PFL tournament. Comes to the last fight and loses to Lance Palmer. 20 wins, 1 loss, 15 decisions are his wins. 5 out of his 20 wins are by finish. So he's one of those kind of Chris Wade type guys, man. He just wants to get the win. Not necessarily there to finish. He has a couple of finishes on his record, but let's see. Oh, man. hopefully she's all right. Like I said, we were gonna go cover this event on Thursday, so we were flying to New York tomorrow. I'm really hoping she's okay and gotta be with us. We can be able to get to New York and it won't be anything serious on her stomach, just a little red dot, hopefully. But I don't know. I guess we're worried right now. So 10-minute video sucks, but PFL, no UFC, so there's not really talk about there. I wanted to point out the Donald Cerrone stat that I had written down here. Zuffa banner they had finishes and finish percentages on the Zuffa banner. Donald Cerrone was in third, or he was tied for second with Vanderlei Silva with 20 finishes under the banner. The banner's UFC, Pride, Strikeforce, or WC. So he's tied with Vanderlei for 20. Vanderlei had a 74% finish rate. He had a 74% finish rate, and then Donald Cerrone had a 68.9% finish rate. Crow Crop had 21, Shogun had 18, Anderson, Vitor both had 16, Nate, Sakuraba, Antonio Ruggiero Nogueira, and Dan Henderson all had 15. I gotta go deal with this, but if you don't hear anything from me on Thursday, then that means we weren't able to go. We'll see what happens. Love you guys. Holla.